95 KSJ, obviously Godspeed to those serving overseas. Dan Brennan, Bill Black in studio this morning with a bunch of others.
Yeah, there's a crowd here. Everybody's crowd. That was for me.
I think I know why. Because Danny Gokey is here, of course, the finalist on American Idol last year. And now a burgeoning country career, and we're very excited to have you in studio in South Alabama, man.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me. It has been such a blast and a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, what a blast and a pleasure it is for us. I guess we found out a couple weeks ago or something.
Yeah, we knew Danny was coming in. My question is, did anybody try to stalk you in the hotel last night? Because I actually spent the night here in Mobile.
No, actually, we don't spend too much time in a visible sense. We pretty much walk right through to the elevators and to the room.
You know, when you look back at how many people not only watched and saw you perform last year, but American Idol is such a passionate show.
Yeah.
So many people really were, bought into you and invested in you.
Yeah.
What is that like when that thing is going on? How much upside down does your life become? Because you always came across as just the nicest contestant. And at some point, I know you want to tell everybody to back off and shut up. So you want to do that right now?
Well, you're reading my mind. No, the pressure gets so intense, and the opinions get so strong.
Yeah.
And you're just, you're one person just trying to keep your head together, trying to perform at your best, while everything is just going at 90 to nothing, around you. And you just try to, I guess, persevere through the whole thing. And I remember when I was voted off in the top 3 show, like a great sense of relief came over me. It was an emotional night for me because I felt like I could finally be myself again.
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't have to put on something, because so many people just, man, I don't know. I guess there's so much to learn on the show. And so, going so fast, it was a lot to take in.
You had to learn a lot in a short amount
of time. In a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And I would imagine
in front of the nation, by the way.
You're constantly being critiqued and said, do this, do it this way.
Constantly.
Yeah.
People are constantly just throwing their opinions at you. People all over, everywhere. And you're competing against their favorites. So, I mean, at one point you're loved and you're hated. I mean, it's because you're coming against. But it's all in the show. It's all part of it.
Did you ever wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat and Simon Cowell's voices when Just wondered.
No, I usually wake up throwing up when his voice is out.
Your relationship with the judges, seriously, what was it like, judge by judge? Can you tell us?
Well, many people ask the question, how often did you see the judges? Well, we didn't.
Yeah.
Many people I think that we just had all this interaction with them and we hung out with them, but we saw them when you saw them. When they were on your TV set, that's when we saw them because that was it. The only one who really took time with us was Paula Abdul. She was the only one who really genuinely cared for us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they all cared for us, but she would make it a point by coming backstage and telling us to do our best. Just really trying to make us as comfortable.
Encouraging.
Yeah, very, very encouraging.
Right.
Of course, you also have to look at it like this. You've got Simon, who's got a million other TV shows he works on, so he's got other things to do. Randy Jackson produces a lot of music for a lot of people. What else was Paula doing in the show?
Well, she just would take her daiquiri blender to the back and talk to the kids. I think that's very nice. Paula is now off the show. But you always got that sense that Paula genuinely is a very nice lady and was wishing for the best for everybody.
Yeah, she really did.
How about the Danny Gokey fans? What was that like when suddenly this guy from Milwaukee who can sing, but,
you can drive a truck, too.
You can drive a truck. Just a regular guy with some talent. Suddenly, you've got all these fans every year. What did that feel like?
I'm not going to lie. This is how I felt. I felt like, why are all these people, why do they like, I'm only a human. I'm a man. I can't do, I felt like I needed to do some magic trick. I kid you not. Because I'd be I remember when I came home for the top 3.
Yeah.
And we, go to the home cities.
Yes.
I was in my, the limo, and I'm like, they're screaming my name, and I just felt so like, I don't know what can I give them? Because it's people, I was raised in the church.
Yeah.
And so it reminded me how if you look in, this is so funny. You look in the Bible and you see how the Bible says the multitudes were pushing at Jesus.
Yeah.
But he was healing them. He was doing something. I wasn't touching or healing nobody. All I was doing was put a mic to my mouth, and these people were the mass crowd were trying to touch me, and I'm like, wow.
That's got to be freaky. Yeah, when they show that return to the hometown segment, it looks like it's got to be kind of weird.
It was awesome, but I will say this. I think that's a good thing that I think that way. Because it definitely keeps pride from creeping in.
Yeah.
But, at times it feels so uncomfortable. But I get it. I guess they just, they want to show their appreciation, and I'm not downing them at all, because I know I've done that before. I've wanted to show my appreciation to people, but it really gets uncomfortable at times.
I know that you've been sick a little bit here lately.
Yeah, you have to forgive me. I'm real stuffy.
And he's going to be singing for our little mini
We
concert
got a little
upstairs.
conference here in the conference room. That'll happen around 9 o'clock. We got, 3 or 4 winners that are going to come up and visit with their guests, so that'll be a lot of fun.
And so we're going to save the pipes for that show, but we're also going to play Danny's brand new single, Bill. You can tell us a little bit.
Well, actually, we're going to have Danny set it up. I tell you what, let's go ahead and go to break now.
Okay.
Danny, you can give us kind of the story behind the song.
Awesome.
And then we'll play his new one right here on 95 KSJ's Breakfast Club.
Great.